But I think politics is quite a narrow range in which Africa is somehow a bit distracted. You know, it must always show black and white photographs. It must always show elements of suffering. And if it shows any of the elements by which it survived, which is sociability, humor, this is treated as a kind of secondary art, you know, decorative. This has even been said by the Goethe Institute, saying, I like this work because it's anxious, but I don't like this work of yours because it's decorative. Why? Because it involves fashion.
When I came here, I had a very small sketchy drawing with two elements in it. And everything else, over the 3 days that I installed, I just did it in front of the wall and as I went along. And in a way, I mean, the way that I produce my work is kind of itinerant. It's kind of in relation to some of the subjects that I consider in my practice. So it is to do with mobility, and it's easy. My work is portable. And it doesn't need to come back to me. My work doesn't.
I even feel confused at a certain point because I feel like now I have to place myself somewhere, and this whole issue of placement and the things like this, it's problematic because after apartheid, we so quickly rushed into Rainbow Nation, Deep Magic, so to like all these things, these concepts to somehow move back, to somehow not allow us to introspect and to not be conscious of ourselves with the other. So I feel like I'm still learning that as well.
When I'm making, I deal a lot with current affairs, so it's usually something. I also run a space in Zimbabwe, and a lot of the work or exhibitions that are produced also bringing attention to certain questions in society. It's also very much about the city and power of art, I guess, to transform society. It all sounds very utopian again, I guess. But that is what it really means to me.
To Mary Evans, Rodney Place, Bruce Rusike, and I will say correctly this time, Dana Wavira. And my name is Rani Karamashi. And to answer your question directly, what do I think of when I'm making my work? I think that this really matters, and I want to change the world. Anyway, thank you all for being here this morning.